Rennia, just a little bit, what is your take on this game? I know it's the first game under Kelly. Just how much are you guys adjusting to Kelly, and what is your takeaway from this game?
I think we're still adjusting as a team, definitely. I'm glad we won today, but I do think we got a lot of stuff to keep working on and keep getting better at.
Just for now, where's the biggest area y'all need to get better at before this game start counting? Where do y'all really need to improve the most?
One specific thing? I would say two things. So I think that we should probably be more consistent on the rebounding. I think we can be a really great rebounding team, so we just got to get consistent in that area, and then on the defensive end, just continue to communicate. Because I think they got some open shots just from lack of communication. So.
Rennia, everybody knows you can score, but you got down in a defensive stance quite a bit in this game. Just how much of a focus is defense for you this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you said, I just feel like I don't have a choice really right now but to play defense. I think that's what my team needs from me. It's just to be consistent on the defensive end. I think the scoring will pretty much handle itself, but defensively, just mentally wanting to do it. I think that's my biggest thing right now.
Rennia, there was a point in the fourth quarter where you were on the court with, I think, 4 newcomers to this team. How important, I think, you've been there kind of just 2 years ago, being a newcomer, but being able to play with someone like yourself who's a little bit more experienced and doing it against someone who's not also in white.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question.
In the fourth quarter, you were on the court with 4 newcomers to the teams who weren't here a year ago. How important is that, kind of being a newcomer and getting to play with some of these veteran players who kind of know what they're doing and know what's expected in the game?
I think it's super important because I know when I was a freshman, I felt most comfortable out there with people who had already experienced the game, who had already played college basketball, so that's when I felt most comfortable. I think that being out there with those 4 people, it was easy for me to communicate with them. They were like willing to listen easier because they don't really know as much yet, but I think it's very important.
Rennia, were there any kind of new tendencies or new things that you saw from a new coaching staff in the first game-like atmosphere y'all have been in? Anything that you think you kind of learned about them?
I wouldn't really say new because, I mean, we played 3 games in Europe, so I kind of got a little bit adjusted to their coaching style then, and then we did Rocky Top Tip-Off. They were still coaching hard then too, so I'm pretty much adjusted to their coaching style right now.
Any final question for Rennia? Other questions? Yep. Lou, your first game here at Thompson Bowling Arena, how did it feel to kind of finally get out there on the court and kind of have the reception you had? It was quite astounding from the crowd.
Yeah, it was quite astounding. It was pretty surreal. It was pretty surreal, to be honest. I didn't expect that at all from the crowd, but I kind of already had figured this is a home away from home now, so it just added to that even more and just made it my first game back even more special.
Rae, you're just a sophomore, but you're being looked on as one of the most experienced players on this team right now. Just what's your approach going into this season?
Just staying consistent and working hard and doing what the team needs me to do to help to win. Yes.
Do you kind of see that kind of 6-man scoring, boost with the second team? Do you think that's kind of a role you're going to be playing this year?
I mean, if that's the role that I need to play, then I will play.
What is that? What does it mean to have an opportunity to do something like that?
I mean, I like to have the opportunity to, because I can go out there and give them the burst of energy that we need sometimes. So I think that really helps our team. So I think that's cool.
Lou, in terms of the offense, I'm sure you guys didn't shoot a percentage that you would like to. How much did you think it was, all the different combinations you all were trying, or what did you see going on that end of the floor that might have held you guys back at times?
Yeah, I don't think necessarily held us back, but it's all new. The coaches are trying new combinations out there on the court. We're all still, you know, with all the newcomers and stuff, finding ways to play with each other, play off each other, you know, learning to feed off each other and stuff. So, you know, tonight was a good night for us to kind of be in that atmosphere, in that environment, and see how we play like that. But we can only get better, and it's only going to grow from here and go up. So.
Lou, it looked like a little bit of jitters out of everybody. How nervous were you guys just with everything going around, Kelly's debut game? Just how much of the nervousness was a factor there?
Yeah, absolutely. There was jitters and nerves. You know, from myself especially. Just, you know, TBA can sometimes be an intimidating place to play. But you know, I think we talked about channeling those nerves into good energy and good energy from each other and excitement and stuff like that, and trying to look at it that way. And sometimes you just got to go out there and just throw yourself out there without any thought about it. And I think some of the girls did that. And once they're out in the court, you calm down a little bit once you're out there.
I'm Michael. For either one of you, you know, on a night like tonight where the shots aren't necessarily falling, I think you missed 8 straight one time, you missed 7 straight one time. You know, how important is it going to be to just kind of, obviously, Rae, you're really good at this, just having the extra effort, the extra energy that can lead to extra possessions on a night when the shots aren't falling?
Yeah, it's wait, can you repeat the question, please?
Basically, you know, how important is the extra effort on a night when you're not making shots like
Oh,
tonight?
really important. It's probably the most important at that time through adversity to keep working hard, and at that time too to pick each other up, which is important. That's one thing that we've been really working on, is picking each other up during those times. So just leaning on each other at those times and giving effort.
Just for both of you, how much of an adjustment is it just adapting to the new staff, the new style, and how long an adjustment do you think that's going to be? Is it going to take several games into the season?
I think, to be honest, you know, we can't really use that as much as an excuse. You know, yes, we're adjusting and things like that, but it just comes down, you know, we just need to give more effort and just be a lot more intense out there on the court, and the rest will come. You know, as Rennia said, we've been in Europe, we've been around the coaches a lot now. We know how they coach, we kind of know their styles and what we're going to get from them and stuff. So it's just a matter of, you know, now going out there and playing with different combinations and learning to play off each other and pick each other up and just go out and play hard consistently.
Any other questions?